Prints can be precarious. Prints can be tricky. Prints can be deadly to your style. If you want a foolproof guide to prints, what works, what doesn't, stay tuned. I have 3 prints that are almost always safe and 4 prints that can definitely aid you in today's video. Hey, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. My whole goal for this channel is to help you build a wardrobe and a style that you love. So you look beautiful, you feel confident, you get out the door looking and feeling your best every single day. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, if you want to know how to build a beautiful wardrobe and have confident everyday style over 40, definitely consider subscribing. You just press the red button. It's totally free and we would love to have you back. I would also love it if you would like this video. Just hit that little thumbs up button. Let me know that this is the type of video you're interested in. I got a lot of requests to do a video about prints, and there's a reason for that. Prints are perplexing. Prints are perplexing. I'm going to try to demystify picking the perfect print in today's video, and I'm going to try to get through this quickly because I know that these videos tend to be long. I want to cover so much, and I want to give you as much information about prints as possible in as little time as possible. So let's get started. First of all, I want to talk about how it's not just the print that we're looking at when we're trying to decide if something works or doesn't work. It's the combination of the print and the style. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples here. Now, this first example is a very modern floral top from All Saints. Now, it's a very soft, muted floral, but it looks modern primarily because it's the combination of the floral and the style of this top, which is a very modern style. The combination of those two pieces makes the print work better than if the print were on another type of item. So the combination of a modern but maybe borderline print on a really modern style up levels the print and makes it work better. Now, the opposite effect is in this next item, also from the same brand, a very trendy brand, All Saints, but this muted floral is brought down rather than being brought up like it was on the shirt. It's being brought down by the style of the dress. So the style of the dress is a little wishy-washy, a little borderline. It's not awful, but it's borderline. And the print is borderline. And together, if you don't look like this model, that's going to be an aging combination. Like, it's not going to be a really, really flattering combination. It's just a hard dress for most women to pull off. Okay, I'm going to give you another example. This is kind of the opposite end of the print spectrum. This is from Trina Turk. I love Trina Turk. She's known for her iconic California lifestyle brand and prints, beautiful prints. But I will show you how even in one of her really cool prints, it looks very different on one item than it does on another. And this is the same print. So here is this splashy, big, beautiful, bold floral on an off-the-shoulder top worn with this little lime green skirt. Now, to me, that's a really cool look. It's a really modern look. It might not be your aesthetic, but it's a modern take on this aesthetic, on this style. So this kind of California or Florida bold floral look, this is a modern version of it, and she does it really, really well in this outfit. Now, if you take the same exact print and you put it on pieces that are a little bit more classic, so here we've got like a halter style top, same print on the halter style top, I feel like that's a little bit iffy. Like, I feel like it's a combination of that bold floral and the modern off-the-shoulder top that worked better than the bold floral on this halter style top. I'm going to show you the same print on a pair of capris. Same print on a pair of capris doesn't work as well. To me, that's going to read a little, unless you're 25, it's going to read a little bit matronly to have that bold floral print on a pair of capris than it did on that fun off-the-shoulder top with the lime green skirt. So I don't know if you can see the difference. It's a subtle one, and it's one that's worth mentioning because often people will show me a print. They'll show me like a swatch, or they'll show me a print up close, and they'll say, what do you think of this print? Sometimes I can say definitively yes or no, but sometimes the answer is it depends. It depends. What is the print on? What is the print on? Is it on a really cool modern looking shape, or is it on a very classic shape? So a borderline print on a classic shape is going to look a little bit more mature. A borderline print on a modern shape is going to look a little bit more modern and a little bit more trendy. Okay, so let's talk about just an overview really quickly of some brands. I'm just going to throw out a few brands with some pictures. Brands that have good prints in general. Like you can't say every brand all the time, but these brands in general are known for their prints. And even if they're not your type of print or they're not your personal style, I want you to like browse through a couple of these brands, just a couple of pages on a website, so you can start training your eye as to what really current and cool and modern prints look like. And then you can find them in a brand that maybe represents your personal style better, represents your budget better, represents your lifestyle better, but you're going to get an idea of what current and cool prints look like. This is not by any means a definitive list of brands. These are just a few off the top of my head and some of my personal favorites. So H&M is known for knocking off higher end styles, so they're always going to have some modern prints. Rode is a brand that is about to have a collaboration with Target. Like the day after I shoot this video, they launch a collaboration with Target. Definitely worth checking out. Very much known for their prints. Desigual, one of my favorite brands. It's a brand out of Spain, really known for their statement prints. Flying Tomato, it's a fun statement print brand that kind of reminds me of another favorite brand of mine, Farm Rio. Farm Rio, definitely known for their bold, colorful, over-the-top prints. Definitely not for everybody, but a personal favorite of mine. Another brand that's known for their beautiful prints, an Italian brand, La Double J. Beautiful, beautiful prints. Free People is known for their cool kind of boho-inspired prints. And then there's a brand called Diara Blue that's relatively new to the market, and they have really, really cool modern prints. So those are just a few to consider when you're scanning websites. You want to look at these prints, these brands, you want to look at how they do prints, and you want to see how you can translate that into prints that work for you. Okay, now I'm going to talk about 3 prints that are safe, that you can go for and feel confident that you're going to be safe 95% of the time. And then I'll tell you about the other 5%. The first is the stripe. You probably recognize this Lily Silk stripe blouse from my 9 wardrobe essentials video. Stripes are iconic, they're classic, but modern. They're cool, but classic. They're like, they check all the boxes. They can be preppy style, they can be classic style, they can be edgy, they can be like a million different things. But a stripe is just, to me, a wardrobe staple, wardrobe basic. This one has vertical stripes, which many of you are going to find more flattering. But honestly, I think a stripe is just a go-to and something that belongs in every woman's wardrobe. And so stripes are generally a safe print 95% of the time. So I'm going to show you a striped top here. This is from La Ligne. It's one of my favorite stripe brands, and this is just a beautiful striped sweater. So it's an iconic, classic, French-inspired striped sweater. Now, can you go wrong with stripes? Sadly, you can. You want a stripe to be clean, you want it to be bold, and you want it to ideally be 2 colors, white and another color. Or, you could do navy and red, you could do black and red or whatever, but you ideally just want 2 colors in a stripe. You don't want muted, weird, funky stripes like this one. So this is a stripe gone very, very, very wrong. How can you take an iconic classic pattern like a stripe and mess it up? You do it by doing this. It's so bad. It's so bad. We see a lot of stripes like this in tops that are designed for women over 40. So avoid those stripes. Keep it to 2 colors. Keep it to a bolder stripe. And you can't go wrong with stripes most of the time. Okay, another pattern that happens to be really trendy right now that you can't go wrong with is a polka dot. Now, you might think, well, polka dots are not for me. I don't know. I'm not really a polka dot person. I'll tell you, this season, there's a polka dot for almost everybody. So maybe broaden your perspective on polka dots, and let's look at some of the fresh polka dots that are out there. So you can go classic with polka dots, like in this beautiful, this is actually a jumpsuit. It looks like a dress, but this beautiful black and white flowy dress jumpsuit thing. Really, really cute. You can go classic black and white. That kind of reminds me of like that Little Women, hello, Pretty Women silhouette. Remember like when she was at the polo match? Like that reminds me of that silhouette a little bit. You can go sporty with stripes like in this top from Comme des Garçons. You can go a little boho with stripes like this Billabong. It's a floral and, oh my gosh, I just said stripes, polka dots. A Billabong floral and polka dot dress. You can go edgy with polka dots. Like who thought you could go edgy with polka dots? But this dress from Sport Max is kind of an edgy polka dotted dress, and it's also a really muted polka dot. So if you're like, I don't know, the high contrast polka dot is not my thing, maybe something like this could be. This is from Joanna Ortiz, one of my favorite brands. This is a beautiful like orange and white polka dot. It's a little bit of a modern polka dot. It's a little bit unexpected, like just a cool polka dot. I love this polka dot jacket. It's called the Ursula jacket. I think it's so cool with just that little like black polka dot on that white blazer, like very, very cool. So even if you don't think you're a polka dot person, there might be a polka dot here for you. This shirt, very muted. My favorite daughter, the brand. Love this, the Joan polka dot blouse, like very, very cool, like a jacquard pattern with a polka dot. And then I also love this one from Equipment, this beautiful, very muted silk slip dress. They also have a blouse and pants in this pattern if you prefer that. But there's a polka dot. I'm making a case for polka dots. They're very trendy right now, but they're also classic, and there's a polka dot out there for everybody. Now, what you want to be aware of, and I told you polka dots are one of the safer patterns. You want to be aware of polka dots, which can be a sweet print on a sweet silhouette. Remember, I told you it's the combination of the print and the item that makes it work or doesn't work. So here, this is a blouse from Cece with a Peter Pan collar and a ruffle sleeve, and then this polka dot. Now, the only thing that redeems this top is that it's black and white polka dot, so it makes it a little more wearable. Like if it was pink and white polka dot, it would be even harder, but this is a too sweet print on a too sweet top. Ditto with this dress from Charles. This is a sweet print, sweet color, and sweet style. Like the whole thing looks a little bit babyish, a little bit too young, a little bit immature. So that's the thing we're going to want to be aware of when we're looking at polka dots. We want polka dots that look modern. Black and white, you can't go wrong, black and white, or brown and white, or you can go with one of the muted styles, but you want to combine polka dot with a more modern style so it doesn't end up looking really, really sweet. Okay, the other style that I will say is, or the other pattern, third pattern, that is pretty much universally safe, except for when it's not, is an animal print. And I'm talking specifically about leopard this season. Leopard is still out there very much this season, but we want to wear leopard in a modern way. We want to avoid wearing leopard in ways that look dated. So this leopard combo from J. Crew, this is a modern leopard combo. You might not do head to toe leopard, but each of these pieces either on their own or together, that's modern leopard. You want to keep leopard looking like leopard. It's when you do weird things with leopard that it looks bad. So I'm going to show you an example of a weird leopard. So this is this bad, busy print with a leopard and a floral, and the leopard is not really leopard color, and it's just, you want to keep leopard neutral, brown and black, or gray and black, or just, or maybe a softer neutral. You want to keep it neutral, and you want to keep it simple, because leopard is busy enough. Leopard is statement enough without adding big red roses on top of it. Then it just is like an awful animal print. So as long as you keep leopard simple and you keep it neutral, you can't go wrong, except when you go over the top with the style. Now, leopard is a print that can already be a little bit over the top, right? So you don't need to add statement to it by making it in a cat suit. Not that any of you are going to wear cat suits, but sometimes we can see something super, super out there in a super out there print, and there's no balance. So the J. Crew outfit works so much better because that's a more subtle outfit with a not so subtle print. This is a not at all subtle outfit and a not at all subtle print, and it's just way too over the top, and in my opinion, not at all chic. So with all of these patterns, you want to look at the combination of pattern and item. You want to keep it modern and you want to keep it sophisticated. So those are the three patterns: stripes, polka dots, and leopard, that you most of the time you can't go wrong with. Now I'm going to talk about 4 types of prints that can age you. Now these are prints that are definitely going to be aging. The first print is what I call the nondescript print. The nothing print. These are prints that you're like, why did they bother? Why did they bother? Why did they bother putting a print on this item? Like, it adds nothing to the item. These items would all look a lot more sophisticated and a lot better if they were solid. So I'm going to flash up a couple. This is a nondescript print on a bathing suit from White House Black Market. It like does nothing to the, it's not a modern print. It's not a cool print. It adds nothing to the bathing suit. Here's a nondescript print on a nondescript tee. Like, not cute, like there's nothing, might have some paisley in it, I can't really tell. The print doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything, doesn't go anywhere. Here's a nondescript geometric black and white print. No, it's dated, it's boring, it's blech. Here's a nondescript geometric print on a basic top, very boring, like not at all interesting. Here's a couple of nondescript prints on dresses. There's a blue and white one here. It does like nothing for the dress. Here's a brown and beige. It's just like so boring and so officey and so corporate-y and not cute. Like nothing modern or cute about those prints. Every single one of those items would have looked better in a solid. Now, if you're gonna do a print, you want the print to have impact. You want it to say something, or skip it and go solid. So these are some prints. You might not love all of these, but these are prints that are modern and that do have impact. So the first one is this bold floral pant. You love it or hate it, it says something. It makes a statement, right? It might not be your statement, but it makes a statement. And it's not a nondescript, nothing, boring, forgettable print. Here's another. I love this modern floral blue and white dress. Beautiful statement-making print that really adds something to the item. Here is another kind of like animal print sort of top. Like that's really not my style, but this print at least has an impact on the item and adds something to the item. And it's not nondescript. It's not washed out. It's not like blur. You know, it's not faded. It's not a nothing print. Okay, the next category I want to talk about of prints that can age you is a bad geometric print. There are a lot of bad geometric prints out there. The blocky prints that can look really bad. And of course, the flip side is that geometric prints are also trending, and there's some really cool geometric prints. So I'm going to show you both. This first one, this flowy dress and this really bad, like, block geometric print. I don't know what's going on with it, but that's not a cool print. And again, that print would probably be hard to wear on anything, but the combination of print and dress definitely does not work. Now, this is a really modern and very high-end brand called Co, and this is their geometric print. It's got a little polka dot. It's so hard to wear, this geometric print. It's so hard to wear, like you literally have to look like that model. And to me, it still doesn't look, that's not a fabulous geometric print. Expensive, modern, or not, I don't care. It's not a great geometric print. Now let's look at some good examples of geometric prints. This one, I mean, you may not, want to do a crop top and pencil skirt, but this is a very cool geometric print by a brand called Dressed in Lala. Here is one from Venus, which has some of my examples of bad prints are from that site, but this one is a good one. This is a good geometric print flowy dress. Here are a couple of like fun shorter dresses in bright colors in geometric prints that are modern. The first one is like kind of more pastel colors, and then the second one is more bold colors. Those are modern geometric prints. This Acris Punto top in a soft faded kind of geometric print. That's a really modern geometric print. It's kind of a little Southwestern inspired. Not my personal style, but if those are your colors, that's a great modern geometric print. So you want to avoid the weird, splashy, dated geometric prints, and you want to go for a modern geometric print. Tell me, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the comments. Let me know if you can see the difference between those dated geometric prints and the modern geometric prints. Okay. Now, the busy splashy print. This is a print with just too much going on. It's not enough to just have an animal print, but you also have a floral stripe and a polka dot, and then ruffles and embellishments and adornments and all this other stuff all on the same top. Here's a first example. This is a really bad animal print top. This could have gone in that other category when I was talking about bad animal, but it's an animal print with cold shoulder, with ruffle, with like, I think there's a little embellished detail in the middle here, which I have not seen in a solid 10 years. Like, no, it's a really, really bad top. Here's another top with so much going on it. I don't know what's going on with this top. It's paisley. It's got a cutout shoulder. It's worn with, just the whole thing. It's fitted. Like, it's very, very busy. The print is very, very busy. Here's another very busy print on a romper. This is animal print again with a floral again, like not a cute print, not a modern print at all. Here's another one. This is called a bandana print, but it does not look like any bandana I've ever seen. It's like a bandana, but it's dip dyed and tie dyed and ombre and embellished and flowy and long and like so much going on. One of those details is fine. All of those details is disaster. Here's another dress. It's a cold shoulder dress. It's fitted. It's got this weird print on it. Need I go on? Here's another floral printed dress with all sorts of stuff going on. Those are really, really busy prints. Those are really busy prints, and they're not modern busy. They're very dated busy. So they've got the busy print combined with a fussy style, combined with extra details, and the three things together make them deadly. But busy prints, mixed prints, cool prints, statement prints are definitely a trend. So I'm going to show you some modern versions of, if you're like, but I like things with a lot of things going on. So do I, but we want them to look modern, right? So this is a Free People dress. This is a mixed print, but this is a modern version of what you just saw, a modern version of a mixed print. And this is just a cool little short flowy dress. This is from Flying Tomato. This has got, multiple tropical colored prints stacked in tiers. And again, this may not be for you, but this is a modern, like, busy print, a modern, cool, mixed print. So just so that your eye has an idea of what a modern, busy print looks like. Here's another one. This is from Trina Turk. This is a fun, off-the-shoulder statement dress. This is an example of a modern, busy print, like a cool floral. It's got a lot going on. It's fun, and the dress is a statement-y shape, but it's also really, really modern. Right? So that's a good modern print. Okay, now let's talk about florals. They can either be big and bad, or they can be little and bad. Bad florals, bad florals. Florals are what trips everybody up. Florals are what gets us most of the time, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of bad florals. This first one just does not look like a modern floral. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's definitely not great. It's from Chouse, the floral belted V-neck midi dress. That's not cute. If this was in a really cool modern top or something, maybe, but it's just not. This other one that's like a pink on pink floral, also not a really great modern floral. Again, we're looking at the combination of the floral with the dress, and it's just not great. Here's another one, this floral smocked waist chiffon maxi dress. So remember, florals and chiffons sometimes together are very, very dicey, very touchy. Now this is a modern floral in that it's very trendy, but it is like a prairie floral. It's a bad, trendy floral. Bad, trendy floral. Like you can see, this is a dress designed for a really young woman, but it's that washed out prairie style, like I'm washing my clothes on a washboard style dress. And that's a big pass. And then there's the bad floral that's designed in, like a t-shirt for a mature woman. And for those of you who have commented that I don't use mature women in my examples, that's because the brands don't use them, and I get the pictures from the brands. This brand used a mature woman in the ad, and so I'm showing her. She's beautiful. I'd love to show more women our age, but that's not up to me. That's up to the brands that are shooting these items. But anyway, that was a segue. This is a bad floral. Bad, little, ugh, nondescript. It could also have gone in the nondescript pattern category, but it's just a nothing floral. It adds nothing to this tee, right? Now I'm going to show you a couple of good florals, and then I'm going to wrap it up because I know I'm taking a long time. Okay, so this one from White House Black Market, that's a really cool floral. It almost looks like a Cezanne inspired top, but a little bit less expensive. So I really like that floral. It's beautiful floral. This one from Nordstrom, this black based floral, beautiful, modern, sophisticated floral. That's really cool. This one is actually from Nick and Zoe, this black floral, black background with a coral kind of floral design on it. That's a really cool floral. So those are more modern florals, and I hope you can see the difference between the florals that work and the florals that don't work. If you want to see these pictures and kind of compare them side by side, definitely check my blog post. It's linked in the description box of this video. Okay, I'm going to show you one last category. These are black and white florals, and black and white florals, I often tell you, well, if people are asking, oh, how do I know if it's a good floral? And I often say, well, like a color and white is often going to be a safe bet when it comes to florals, but of course there are exceptions. So this first black and white floral is not cute. It's not cute. This is one of those Vince Camuto tops I keep talking about that are so bad, these Vince Camuto tunic tops with the ruffly hems and all the stuff going on. Not a cute floral, not a cute style. Now I'm going to show you black and white florals that really work. So this shorter dress, really cool, modern black and white floral. This wrap dress, that's a cool, kind of classic, not super modern, but like a classic floral on a flattering dress that works really, really well. This is a big yes. This very modern, very chic, very upscale, like this is an expensive designer dress, but with that really cool placed floral on it. That is amazing. And then this black and white floral with a hint of brown, very cool, very sophisticated, very modern. So I hope that kind of showing you these things back to back and showing you these patterns back to back, you can see the patterns that are aging and then the patterns that are modern. I honestly don't know how I would be able to talk if I did not have hands. I just have to do this. But I really wanted to illustrate the good prints, the bad prints, the in-between prints, and really how print and style intersect to make something either work or not work for your wardrobe, and to be either flattering and modern or not flattering and not modern. So if you like this video, I can do more print videos. There are endless examples, as you can tell. I mean, I'm on a roll with this topic. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more about this, if you find this helpful, if you agree or disagree with my illustrations and my examples. Always love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe for more videos on prints and colors and all the things that can inadvertently make us look a little bit older. And if you want extra support on your style and building that wardrobe that you love, definitely consider my Ageless Style program. It is linked below. We have the best community of women all working on this together. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.